Open this meeting, January 2014, council meeting, pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, this January 2014 Wkcm monthly council meeting will be audio taped as well as videotaped by the audience. I might call it. Before we start, I'd like to extend my condolences to Gene Harmon, who passed away recently in Wkcm. He was active as co-chairman of the Republican Committee, judge of electors, as well as he sat on the Water Authority Board, and I'd like to pass those condolences on to the Harmon family. Mayor-elect Jim Zabisky, have you been properly sworn in? Could you turn those over to our secretary? And I'd like to welcome our new mayor, Jim Zabisky, as well as our new council persons, Bob Vineski and Henry Morse, who could not make it tonight for personal reasons. I have been, that has been identified already. So at this point, could you please swear in new council person, Bob Vineski?
And Sherry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Terry Lindsay also. Please stand. One at a time. Or two at a time. Okay, that's fine.
How about this?
Oh, yeah, come on over here. Get in the limelight.
You need a microphone.
Raise your right hand. After I say aye, you'll say your name and repeat after me. Say aye.
Robert Vineski,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of this Commonwealth,
of this Commonwealth.
and I will discharge
I will discharge
the duties
duties
of my office
of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sherry. Thank you.
All right, now, what about
Oh, he's in the hospital, so.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had done it prior.
No,
All right.
I was just sworn in when he went in the hospital. He was in on
All
Friday.
right.
Yeah, she has to.
Okay, I can try. Okay.
Yeah, she was.
At this time, I'd like to turn the meeting over to Mayor Jim Zabisky for nominations for election of officers.
go to the host.
Where's Sherry White's thing?
You need to, you need to sign this.
Hey, Sherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sherry, print your name under.
Some places are Harold, some places.
Okay, we have nominations for council president.
Mayor. And I nominate Cliff Hill.
Sure.
I'll second.
And second.
Anybody else?
Nasty? Second.
That's what?
Nancy motion. Who was the second nomination?
Do we need a second?
You don't even need a second.
Yeah.
You just vote until somebody gets on.
So we better vote in the first nomination first.
Yeah, somebody has to nominate someone and then they just vote.
Okay, so there's no
Someone-
second.
Someone obtains,
All right, so the first
obtains a majority.
motion was by Nancy for Cliff Neal. At that point, we vote, there's no second needed. So, all right.
Anybody else?
You can obviously you can nominate someone else. There's no second.
Okay, you take all the names first.
Yeah, but I mean,
We have a second one here.
you like the second one? Oh, it's necessary.
Made by who?
Ed. Did you want? I did one. Thank you.
Is there any other nominations?
I'm going to nominate Nancy because she's the one.
I'll nominate Kenny Trudgeon.
I do not know. I only know.
Okay, no other nominations, it'll be closed. I'm going to go around for a roll call. Ken Trudgeon,
I vote for Cliff.
Cliff Neal, Nancy,
Neil. That's not good.
Bob Isner, myself, Ed Morris. Three, two.
3-2.
Cliff Neal. Nominations for vice president.
I nominate Ken Trudgeon.
I do, I'm sorry.
Bob Wisniewski.
I
Anybody else?
nominate Bob.
Ed Morris. Is there anybody else?
I nominate Nancy. All right.
Okay, nominations are closed. Mr. Trudgeon,
I'll vote for,
Nancy.
No, you're next. You're next, Nancy. Nancy? You wasn't nominated.
Either you or Bob.
You
I
or
thought
Bob?
someone did, I'm sorry.
Myself.
One Nancy. One. Well, before.
One. Paul Wisniewski.
That's it. It's all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You just had to do that.
And again, I want to, I did at the last meeting, again, I want to congratulate Mayor Jim Zabriskie, Councilman Bob Vineski, and Councilman Henry Morse, and Sherry Lindsay for getting the votes at the last election. And we welcome them, okay? Let me see, I did pass my condolences on to the family of Gene Harmon. Is there anything else? New council members. Gary, do you have any comments, questions before we start this meeting? Mr. Mayor?
No.
Okay, at this time, I will take resident comments. Mike?
That traffic light, stoplight on Arthur Street, it's still,
You know what,
For
I
one.
have, wait a minute, I have been through that, and I do not have the same concerns you do. I mean, if I'm first, second, or third in line, I get through it, honestly.
okay. I was
I
through
mean,
it twice today. And I went through it twice today and
Get
now,
around somewhere else, so we read it out.
it's just,
Really?
yeah, it's just, I'm
When I
like,
was there, I'm thinking, oh, they changed it, because I remember what you said, I'm thinking, oh, they must have changed it.
maybe the cold has something to do tonight with it. I don't know, but
Maybe
it's,
reaction time.
no, it's,
Okay.
just letting you know, one,
All right, all
one
right.
vehicle.
All right.
Changes too fast.
Yes. I mean, the last meeting, you said, I mean, one or two vehicles could get through. And when I went through there the last time, 2 or 3 vehicles got through recently, and I thought they had already changed it.
Once it goes, once it goes green and I go, it's yellow and it's red. I mean, if there's anyone behind me, they could not get through.
Okay.
Main.
Oh, okay. Not to interrupt the resident. Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt the resident comments, but I will be reallocating the committee chairs. I couldn't do that until the next council president was elected, so I will be doing that shortly. And I will contact the people who I've decided upon to be committee chairs. And I will announce it at the next meeting. All right, next resident comments.
I did have one more, I forgot. I'm sorry. The curb cuts. Is there anything possible if the borough can help out with the businesses, putting some kind of installing reflectors or helping the businesses out with the cost of it, of us getting it done? I've had
With the curb, what?
the curb cuts
Curb cuts.
because,
Are they not painted?
well, when they're snow covered, you cannot see where they're at.
I agree, but, you know, I think that's,
It's dangerous. I've had,
Yeah.
coming off the highway, people coming into my store, I had already 4 customers who've actually hit the curb coming up in. And you have to remember, I mean, if anyone has their children in the car, if an airbag would deploy,
okay, but even though they're painted, if you put reflectors on there,
no, upright,
Oh, upright
you know, the upright ones,
They know where they are.
yeah.
Get this mistake.
let me see what I can do about that.
If the state would, even if we had to pay a portion, but some kind of like
You know, these
offset.
guys are getting off down though when they're plowing snow.
No, they're just like, you know, the ones like on 28 when they're cutting grass, them reflector, they can right over them.
Yeah, the
Does-
flexible ones.
Yep.
Okay, Mike.
I would appreciate it if, you know,
Okay.
if you give me permission, I can go along the state highway and get
No.
some. Okay.
Don't go out there doing anything like that. Next resident comments?
Larry Smith, 201 Northern Avenue. I was at a meeting a couple of months ago and asked about opening an alley. I was referred to Bernie Bowser, but that was election night, so
Right, did he,
whoever.
did he
He and
follow
I
up?
talked about it, but that was election night, and I don't know who's going to be taking care of that.
Okay, whoever I have as street chair will be contacting you,
Okay.
okay? All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that'll be fine. I just didn't know who.
That's a right
I
of way
figured-
issue. That's a right of way issue, right?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Larry.
Is that the alley you're talking about behind Claywood? comes down.
Yeah.
You any follow up on that logging?
No, I don't have to understand what he actually wants.
Yeah, that's, you know which one it is.
Yeah.
Okay, next resident comments. Carol Augustine.
I wanted to go back to what Mike said about the light. I don't know if we're all talking about the right angle on Arthur Street. He's talking when you come down from the mall, you're heading like towards town. It's that one turning left onto Arthur Street.
Yes.
That's the one. you get
No,
one-
no,
you
no,
get
no.
one
I
car.
was
You get
talking
one
about
car
the
and
Arthur Street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you,
I know
Carol.
what you're talking about.
yeah, it's
Really
coming
annoying.
out of Arthur Street, it's fine, and coming up the hill, though, you can turn right. But, I mean, those two are
Okay, so you're
fine.
talking about the left at the monument place.
No, no.
No, the left at the car wash.
As you leave my building
Like
and you're
at
heading
Markhor?
Yeah,
towards you.
no,
Yeah.
As-
Oh,
yes.
the left off of Butler
It's
Road
one car,
onto
that's it.
Arthur Street.
Yes.
Oh.
You get one car, and sometimes if you're like not jumping on it.
No, that's
you're
brutally
only-
slow. I've been
You're
through
only
that.
partially through, and it's yellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
We got the
sorry.
right
I
light.
was
See?
wrong too,
They ain't my age.
and mine.
I just wanted to
Okay, all
clarify
right,
that
Thank you,
because
Carol.
I've got caught on my
Because I
motorcycle there,
I
and
never
the
noticed
oncoming
anything.
traffic gets green, and they jump on the green, and meanwhile, you're in the middle of the lane.
Come down there.
So that's left
Turning
off of
left
Butler
onto,
Road.
yes, turning
All
left
right,
onto.
well then we
the
were
road.
way off base there.
Well, that's, I thought
Left
there
off
was
Butler Road.
some confusion.
Thank you, to Arthur.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah, the last meeting,
Can I get on it?
yeah, sorry, I apologize.
No problem.
for Chastising you for that. You know, sorry, instead of driving.
Bad,
We'll
Mike.
see about that.
PennDOT's they're responsible for those lights.
Yes.
And the one up at the monument place, something has to be done with that too, because
Going
going up
which
to
way?
the mall, I've seen traffic back up,
Yep.
clean the transits off.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And what happens is, one car comes down 268 and the light, trips the light, so it's stopped. Light goes green, 3 or 4 cars get through, another car comes down 268, trips the light. Yep. They gotta do something
No,
then.
you know what it is? It's people in line of traffic going up over the hill and not getting through there. That's the problem. I've been in that line, I get
No,
through
that's
there
what I
every
mean.
day. You know,
What
it's
the
like,
problem is-
oh, I'll get through the light. I don't care about the 10 cars behind me. When you have 4 or 5 car lengths between vehicles, that light's gonna trip like that. Get going.
The problem, what's tripping the light is one car coming down 268, it trips it and goes.
It's a combination of both. If that light doesn't have traffic going through it, it's gonna trip because it doesn't see anybody coming, it sees a 268. So I think it's not the light as much as it is the people driving.
Well, the point I'm making, Cliff, is I've been sitting there probably clean down to almost the dry cleaners.
Okay.
And traffic's been.
No, that's
And the light will change, 3 or 4 cars will get through, it'll change back to red because one car can down 268.
But what I'm saying is a combination of both.
That's the easy, simple solution is to PennDOT to change the timing.
Yeah, oh, no, okay, I agree. Okay.
That's all I have.
I think it's, like I said, I think it's both, but we'll see. I'll call. Somebody will call.
my other question is.
1 second. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
The bidding on of the trucks, I wasn't able to get that meeting because I was sick. I just wanted a little bit of clarification on, usually when you bid something out, you get bids from all the bidders on the exact same equipment, so you can compare apples to apples. Is there a reason why the bid was taken for the 450, that there was nothing else comparable on that list?
Because there were vehicles on the lot ready to be driven out. Since we're backed up against the wall, we need to get a vehicle on the road to do maintenance, winter maintenance in Wkcm. And that is why we did that.
Okay, is Noel Ford not part of that CoStar program?
No.
No, they're not. Okay, and nobody else had a 450?
And
Okay. Okay, now,
ready to go.
well, I guess why did we wait till the last minute if we knew that truck? That's the same truck that we had thousands of dollars of welding done on in the summer? Why did we wait? And if that truck is damaged, why is it out there on the road? If the frame
It's
is
not on the
cracked-
road.
Yes, it is. I've seen both the red and the green truck out in the
Yeah,
last week.
they had it out.
If it is that unsafe that we can't be using it, then we shouldn't be using
I
it.
agree.
Yeah.
Because I purposely, I noticed both trucks out. Because I was going to ask you, is the new truck here? And what color is it? Because maybe I saw a new truck. Is the new truck here yet?
The new truck's white.
The new truck is white. Okay, thanks. Okay, then I did see the red and the green, the two old trucks. And if that one if we had to spend $60,000 on a new truck because it was not fit to be driven, then it should be taken off
Okay,
the
all
road
right,
immediately.
we have your comments to listen.
Okay, one more thing. The three, up at the new building, in the corner, there's three big round cement,
Pilasters.
I don't know, whatever they are. What are those for?
Light post,
Oh,
light post.
okay. What are they for?
Light post.
And-
The one catches both sides of the building, the other two catches the bottom.
Oh, okay. And just, Cliff, or Ken, can you clarify, at the last meeting I talked to you, you said about the alarm system that's being put into the new building.
Right.
And you had said, you know, you had listed some money amounts, and I don't have those on me.
Okay.
But, what?
Mike and I discussed earlier that not only if it's a public meeting, the council as well as the public should be on camera.
Okay, then we need to get a podium, because
Oh.
if you're watching that, then it's
Okay,
gonna
you
be,
wanna walk up
anybody with
here?
vertigo is gonna be
Walk up here?
safe. No, not
All
this
right, all
time.
right.
No, next month, we'll have a little stand, and
Okay.
we'll do it.
All right,
Okay.
you ran out of time.
No, I get to finish my
Yeah,
question.
go ahead.
Okay, you had said all those things for the security system.
Right.
And you said that this amount and that amount. You had mentioned something about they had to get different doors to
No.
do the,
No, actually, we were doing those,
it was gonna be key fobs
Right,
later on.
right.
But I
And
thought you had said something about the doors had to be changed. Had to be
No.
different doors for them.
No, actually, we decided not to go with that because of the cost, and just go ahead with the regular key situation doors. We have them wired down to it to change them to false doors if we want to in the future. The wires
That was my concern. If we were getting different doors, was it the security company that was providing those, and were we gonna get a deduct from the cost of the building because the doors are included in the price of the building?
No, they're the
I just
same.
wanted that clarified.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and actually, we haven't went to the second phase of that security company yet. I mean, there's not much they can do until drywall's done and everything like
Okay.
that there, so we're still with the initial installment of those guys.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I agree with you, that truck, if it's out, it shouldn't be out. That's what I didn't know they were driving.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be driven.
Has anybody else seen them, or am I like hallucinating?
No,
Okay,
and
thank
they're
you.
driving very fast.
Well, it shouldn't be
We've got,
out.
we're,
Okay.
Oh.
Thanks.
and why are they out when
It shouldn't be out.
And they're going pretty fast.
Apologize, I'm dealing with frozen water lines right
You
now.
too.
Thank you, Carol. Any other resident comments? Okay. This time I'll need a motion to approve the minutes.
Wait a minute.
Is there a second on the floor? Okay.
Yeah, I have a question on the bill. For the salt, and that's pretty expensive. Are they using it like an anti-skid? 'Cause I don't think they'd be using none whatsoever. Period. If that's the case, I think they should be.
think you're right, Ed, I don't think we mentioned it at all.
Because I got the stuff from last year, and like in October, November, December, they didn't buy any salt anymore. Then January, February, March of this year, they bought, you bought, 13, for, like for usage of last 2012. It came to a total of $6,500. And so far this year, the salt must have come down because it's about the same tonnage, but you $6,000 so far. And that's a lot of salt. I know whenever I was on there, if I used 60 tons all winter.
Now, we're comparing apples and apples as far as severity of winters.
Well, I had a lot of severity of winters compared to what they've had.
Yeah.
A lot.
So your comment is you think it's pricey, or it's too much?
Well, it's too much.
Too much.
I mean, they've used
Pricey per ton.
not, well, no, the price of ton. I mean, whenever I was on there at first, I was getting it for $20 a ton, which was unreal price to get it for. But whenever Jim and I was on there at the last, we were, they're paying about, I don't know how much, about the same price, I think.
And how many years ago was that?
About 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It might have been a little bit less, but we were using an anti-skid, sand, mixing in with it. So if we would have put a half a ton or a ton of sand and let's say a bucket load of sand and a bucket load of salt in and mixed it all in and put it in the salt spreader, you're gonna go a heck of a distance with that.
We'll look into that when the
Because-
street chair will look into that.
I don't think they've used it since since I left because I know he never liked pushing the broom too much. Cleaning the streets.
No, it should be mixed. I don't know.
It should be
I don't know if it's an issue up there to play with one or not. I mean,
No.
that was
Well,
Bernie's.
I think that was with Bernie because I know he used to write the complaint whenever we pushed the broom. But you can get it's a stone, it's a real fine chip of stone. If he didn't want to pick it up, you can push the stone right into the burn. And
Was it grit of some sort?
yeah, it's like a small stone, like the PennDOT uses it. If they pick it up, they're gonna use it or put it in a berm or something. So if they wanted to sweep it up from the middle of the road or sweep it up from the berm or an intersection, they could pick it up and put it along the berm or put it in the alley. It's a real fine mixture of stone. It's like a real small stone. They can even put that in the alley instead of using sand, and you're still gonna get your grip, whenever you need to move,
All right, that's it. Yeah, we'll look into that.
because this here is just too much.
The other thing is, I don't know if they manufacture that locally anymore.
I seen that PennDOT had it.
Yeah.
What about M&M Lime? I mean, do they carry that type of mixture, Jim?
But I'll agree with you, Jim, I don't know where PennDOT gets it at. That stuff.
I think they just haul that up rivers.
They got some somewhere because the alley behind my house is
Well, no, see, they use the anti-skid to get it up to the place and they're out.
I don't think they're in business anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they've shut down dredging. I mean, we're coming to the end of that, I think.
They use some today for
All
something.
right, well, I mean, we'll look into it, see if there's a local company. I mean, it's gonna depend on travel costs, transportation of the material.
Well, before, I think, whenever they get it for the alleys, because I seen them bring a load in one time and they were getting it by triaxle.
But you don't know from where?
But I don't know.
Davidson, okay. All right, we'll look into it.
Unless Carly would have having a town over it.
Call any veterans like.
Because I hope they're not putting salt in the alley. But when they're doing that, what is-
No, they're putting those little tiny stones.
Yeah, put a tiny stone in the alley, that's all I see.
No, no. He said that he saw
There's stone in the alley, when they come down the alley.
Which is good.
It's stone, there's no salt in it.
No salt?
No,
salt.
no, it's just stones.
So where's that coming from?
Now, was it stone or was it the sand?
It'll be,
No, it's little tiny stones.
little
We were
tiny
stone,
things.
see, then that's how
Well, that's good.
PennDOT was using that.
So we're gonna help PennDOT?
Well, no.
PennDOT sure wasn't doing it.
No, but I'm saying it was something that PennDOT was using and if it was a little stone.
So you're saying we did get some of that?
Well, yeah, they must have got
Must
it
have
from
it because
somewhere then.
they're putting
All right,
it
look,
on
we'll
the
look
race.
at it. That's a good point, though.
But they should be mixing that in with the sand also.
Right.
Because
Then to make it stretch a little bit with the
Well,
salt.
like I said, they should have gone to use about 40 tons this
Alright.
year instead of almost 90 tons already.
Thanks, Sid. Okay. Motion on the floor to approve the minutes by Ken. Is there a second after those questions? Second by Bob. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
I had another question.
Is that on minutes and bills? Is that right?
Bill,
Same, it's same on the bills, you said.
now did Denny retire or?
I asked to get a letter tonight that I haven't received yet on his official retirement, and I have not received it yet. By word of mouth, it was to be, well, December, end of December, and I have not received it yet, so that's up in the air.
Okay.
So we'll deal with that when we get the letter.
You what?
All right?
It's just cut that out.
Okay, again, there's a motion by Ken to approve the minutes, second by Bob, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Unanimous? Mayor's report, I know Bob, or Jim, you were newly elected, but do you have any report?
The old mayor turned nothing over to me, so I'm on my own.
Okay. All right, I mean, I didn't want to leave you out there, but I assumed that was going to be that. Okay, it's fine. Committee reports. You're first.
Gee, thanks.
Nothing else. It's only because I'll forget her, but,
I wanted to let everybody know in Wkcm from Crime Watch Committee that we have a lady going around shoveling snow, asking to shovel snow. After she shovels her snow, she's gone back to people's houses, tried to get in, and she's gone to other people's houses and asked to borrow money.
do you have a description of this woman?
Oh, we know who she is and where she lives. I've been
Oh, she
talking.
lives in Wkcm?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah. But there's drug deals going on down there too. And
Have
Gahagan,
you made a police report?
oh, yeah, Gahagan's working
Okay, good.
with me, yeah.
But that's a good heads up. Please make sure the media,
I did want to let everybody know about her. Yesterday, I had 4 calls
Wow.
from different people.
is she young, middle-aged, or
I
old?
think she's in her late 40s, early 50s.
Who did you report this to?
Gahagan.
And what was his response?
He went down, he tried to go down and talk to her, but he said that when he got down there, the lights were on, nobody answered the door, he could hear somebody in there. So,
Yeah, we have to stop her. And where does she live, or where can you say?
in the alley
Great way,
on Grape Way,
down towards Nancy's.
Oh, Great Way.
yeah. In the alley behind her house, it's the 3rd apartment to downstairs. There's a lady and 2 guys live in a 1-bedroom apartment. She's the one that we had trouble with this summer, that went to Clyde's to borrow $2 for gas, and he said he didn't have, he had gas in a can, he'd take it and put it in her car, and she didn't want it. Then she was over at the bank asking for money. Cherry can tell you, she was over at the bank asking for money. She was asking for money from people outside of the bank.
Mr. Mayor,
She's hit me up with,
She said you were.
twice.
Yeah.
Can you speak with Dr. Gahey about this and see what you think with? Appreciate it.
I'll talk to you afterwards, Jim.
She's hit me up twice now for money. She just listened like to die.
You have so much money.
Oh, I know.
But I just wanted to let the public know because, I mean, she's gone to different people. Asking
But
to
that's
shop.
good. That way we get in the media, both in the
Yeah.
scanning paper and the New York Times both.
Write that up.
I hope that's in both those papers. Thank you very much. All right, any other committee reports? It's gonna be tough to have committee reports without committee chairs. Like I said, I'm working on that. So we'll be done.
As far as the shade tree, last meeting, I reported about talking to Richie and Mike Polly about the pine tree in her yard. And I understand Bee did have the tree taken down, so she
Yeah, I did
might
read that.
resolve that,
That's good.
himself. Because it was on her property.
He's over here.
Oh. You happy?
Thank you.
That's a sweet. All right, good. I'm glad that was resolved. No property damage and stuff like that. And thanks for approaching it thusly. I'll be open and respectful for you and landowner and council. Any other committee reports? Move on to unfinished business. Yes.
Okay, I wanted to report and thank the auditors and let everyone know that we received a refund from the IRS in the amount of $558.13 for previous payments we had made, well, Evans payroll processing had made for federal unemployment tax, which we are exempt from. But I also wanted to note that it said in the letter that they were contacted by an unauthorized third party, and it said they have no record of the borough authorizing him to act for us in this manner, so please notify him that we replied directly to you, meaning me, so I just wanted to make people
When
aware
it said
that
a him, did that, was that, it was a
that might be
he?
generic. I
Any
don't know,
auditors?
but regardless.
I'm a her.
Response to that? I know you're a her.
We did write a letter to the IRS asking for the refund from the 941 payment that was made, the letter that you gave me, you had for like a year.
The 941,
And I finally just wrote the
But
letter.
why would that be unauthorized? I mean, you guys are auditors. It wouldn't be you guys.
Correct. Well, it's, they don't have our name, but when I called the IRS, I gave my name. I told them I was an elected auditor when I called about other issues, but I actually never spoke to the IRS regarding this 941 refund. I just
That never came up in any of your conversations.
filled out the form that was required and wrote the letter saying that the Borough of Wkcm is exempt from paying federal unemployment tax. This was paid in error. Would you please give us our couple dollars? And I gave a copy of that letter and all that to Carly when I turned in all the audit stuff.
It just doesn't that seem
I
odd
do-
to you?
Yes, I do not recall talking to them about the 941, but I will look in my notes and clarify that for you because I did call the IRS and talk to them about the payroll tax fiasco. But I identified myself as an elected auditor in Wkcm.
You know, but that's not unauthorized.
No, I'm
You're
just saying-
authorized.
I'm just saying
See,
I
that's why
did-
it seems so odd to me.
Okay, that's,
All
I'm
right,
just saying,
okay, all right,
that's
yeah.
what I did.
Could you follow up on that just to see?
I will look at
it's
my
done-
notes.
It's all said and done. I don't want to dwell on that,
Right.
but,
Right.
okay, thanks, Carol. Okay. Okay, if there's no further unfinished business, let's move on to new business. We have three invoices, a change order, and then these are set. Okay, as set down by the bank at our loan, have send an engineering invoice for 34 completeness.
Okay. We received an invoice for $3,413 even from Senate Engineering for their services for October. And the bill will be paid from the loan account of the bank.
Services for what?
Their professional services. They show a breakdown of what all they've
Which
completed.
was included in,
It's broken down into, from demolition specs all the way to final construction inspection. So,
And they continue to go through their professional opinion. I have a meeting with them Thursday, as well as contractors for building up.
well, yeah, and we signed a contract with them in the beginning for $54,860, so they're just working on that contract.
not to exceed.
Correct.
But you're welcome to attend, buddy.
Well,
What's
I
that?
said, I got a meeting to update the building on Thursday at 4:00. But you're welcome to attend with the contractor.
it's time to get out from work.
I'm working at 5:30.
Here's another one about someone.
We
You should
got-
look at it.
We got behind and decided to work at 5:30.
Did you give a report on the building?
No, you didn't.
No, I said, can you?
Yeah.
Can I ask some questions about it?
Shoot.
Why is there no electric or gas in it?
Well, they don't actually, can't turn the electric on until they get the drywall finished, and if the drywall's completely finished, they don't wanna start the furnaces up and stuff until the dust is completely set. So the electric's supposed to be in the 26th.
Once you put drywall up, you should have heat in here.
Well, they do have, certain, they got, I don't know where they call it, space heaters. Yeah.
No doors on here. Why?
They have the doors up. Right, and like I said, they told me they were gonna do it last Friday. I was up there today, and the door frames and the doors are there. I'm not sure what the front two doors are there, they said they're ready for maybe for lumber yet, but they're in. But, that's the next move, the doors.
Hopefully with this nice weather we're gonna get towards the end of the week, they should get in there.
Yeah,
And when's your meeting?
Thursday, 4:00. I think they can put the doors in any weather, it's just the idea of getting the doors and getting them, roughed in there.
Yeah, we gotta get to this.
Normally, you enclose the building first,
Right.
then work on the inside. You don't have doors on there,
Right.
and in the wintertime, cold down, it's gonna ruin your drywall.
They have it sealed up, I mean, it's pretty dry in there, they got space heaters in there. I've worked in several projects, doors are the last thing to clean, so I don't have any, about it to use it, but I can't tell you, all I know is I've worked in several projects where doors didn't win for late.
Well, I've got a lot of comments from people wanting to know why it's taking so long.
They have like, what was the
I
contract?
thought it was 180 days, was
Yeah,
it?
fine, I mean, we didn't give them I told you, I backed it up for like a month trying to get a hold of different things.
Was it 180 days from the time the
Oh, that's right.
contract was signed with them?
Yeah.
From the date they started,
What day
which
did
was
it?
7/29.
What date did they sign?
Mid to late January, or July, which would make 180 days, mid to late.
Now, is there a penalty in there if they're not, don't have it completed within 180 days?
I'd have to look at the contract, I'd be able to tell you.
Yeah, they, I know that Mike Mayock seems to think they're on track, or they're back a little bit, as far as my delay for me being calling back and trying to get things figured out. It's probably gonna be, I don't know, I really sincerely told them that if we don't get good weather, I don't want to do anything outside of the sidewalks.
Yeah, but just so we get in the building, I mean,
Well, I met with them today, and we're gonna have, like I said, a progress meeting on Thursday at 4:00. I met with them today, they're gonna have the doors in this week. They're supposed to have the drywall ready to be painted this week. There's color stains picked out, they're supposed to be staying in wood and around the windows. So, I mean, they'll be working on that this week. It should be all coming together, I'll have better answers for
All right.
Thursday. Like I said, I wish you could make it because all the contractors are supposed to be. And as far as the ones working there now, the electric, the general.
Even if I was working my regular shift, I still could make it.
Yeah, well, Mike's the one that picks 4 o'clock. I mean, he likes to, I don't know where he lives, but he likes to get in and out of here, and I get out at 3, so the last couple times I met him, it was 4 o'clock. And I could probably ask him for a weekend. You know,
You work weekends?
If I do, I'll work Saturday from like 6 to 12. Stop.
We'll talk,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
see if a late Saturday would be okay. I mean, I know it's a weekend, and everybody likes to do what they want to do on the weekends, but, see, maybe, everybody get together on that.
Yeah, he said to me before, he had not much of an issue on weekends, Saturdays especially, because he comes up here and check the well for different projects. And, I've never set anything up with him on the weekend because he says, just tell me the day and I'll come up. He don't come up every Saturday. He don't make a point to if you want to meet him on Saturday. But I can give you his number, I mean, if you want to go up there, yeah, just come on up and talk to him.
Well, I'd really like to meet in person.
Yeah. We can, I'll set that up on Thursday, I'll ask him to send a talk to us.
See if it's on Saturday.
Either that, or is there a possibility to delay that to later?
Well,
Like 6? What time do you get home? 6-ish?
No, I get off at 5:30, I will be home probably about after 6.
Yeah, this is actually Tuesday, there's like 4 people coming.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean-
Well, maybe kind of work your schedules around, try.
And do you say you have a copy of the contract?
Yeah, I think we had it whenever they did the bids and everything like
Yeah.
that. Mike
I
sent,
have them all,
and Mike
yeah.
sent me, Mike
Yeah,
Noah sent me
I
a
just
copy
like
of
to see
it.
it.
Okay. You want, there's 4, so like the general,
Yeah.
so probably all pretty much.
Like I said, I've seen projects where doors didn't go into last. Mike's been there in Ralph, in fact, I don't know that one, they've been there at least 3 or 4 times a month. They meet with the contractor, they meet with myself at the site, they go over different things. And we were trying to get get this thing drivable so we can get the electric in. I don't know about the front doors, like I said, I don't know if that was an issue or not. I mean, it seems like the front doors are an issue, but it's really good today, I seen the frames are in the setting there. So, they should be able to be in place about a week, I would think. And they're together in paint, so. But
Any other questions?
Well, what I want to do, Carly, can you give me a up-to-date figure on how much has been spent on the building, as far as the building costs,
Yeah, I have a spreadsheet that shows.
payments?
You think there's an issue with those, or?
No, I'm just curious to see how much has been spent so far.
All right.
Cliff, will you be meeting here next month?
Let's say yes until further notice. Okay, yes.
Okay.
All right, if there's no other questions on the building, then we have, yes. We have an invoice from Senate Engineering for $34.13, as well as an invoice for $1,020. Since they're both for Senate, for engineering costs, is there a motion to approve to pay both those bills to Senate Engineering? Motion by Ken, is there a second? Second by Ed. All in favor? Aye. Ed second. All in favor? Aye. Unanimous.
have you toured that door yet, Ed? I mean, Liz? I know Ed's not there, haven't you, Ed? I thought I seen it. We should really take a look. I mean, it's coming together pretty good, I think.
I was up one time and never, I see some. I think they put this thing down.
That back door is locked, so you got the closet in front. So, it looks nice.
I have permission to stop, is that working?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, tell me your council member, and then you can, in fact, I was telling you, there's a few people probably gonna stop because of new council people and stuff like that there. They said, isn't it for, Lou is the man in charge. It's Lou, Fred, and Jeff. Any one of the guys will show you that. But, they're all nice people, and, just ask for Lou, and he'll be able
Okay, next is an invoice from Infinity Crane, which is a general contractor, the amount of $8,693.64. Is there a motion to pay?
make a motion.
Motion by Ken, is there a second? Nancy? All in favor? Aye. That is unanimous. Okay, you want this sidewalk, you want to explain that to?
Yeah, the sidewalk, they got the permission to open it up and replace it. It was,
Approximately 45 square feet of existing concrete sidewalk.
yeah, they were up there, we were up there, and we were, trying to locate stuff like that there. Okay. I mean, I wasn't personally there, but that's the situation there. I came on site after that. And, it's kind of,
So the one calls
well, it was
were
kinda-
not,
Yeah, the one call was made, but we were moving the facility, they were putting pipe in for conduit, for electric, stuff like that there. And our truck was there, and everyone else was there, and we back, I guess we back in the road.
You back in the boat?
We were on it with a truck. We were trying to, move stuff around. There's a conduit going in there for the water line, conduit going in there for the electric.
and it's